There you go. All right. This is the hive we call the Golden Hive. February 19th. I realized I had quite that much smoke in there until I opened it up. And all right. So here's a real good example of what that propolis looks like up close, as it's just got a bead of sticky.
Yeah.
And they are still eating on the pollen patties and maybe also the sugar. I think we'll leave that for them.
Okay.
All right, this is, we've got these numbered 1, 2, 3, so they're in the correct number, and I didn't add any frames to this one recently. It will be today for sure. Big old globs of propolis here. This is identified as frame 6. This is another example of bees making comb that gets kind of wonky when they have the room to do it. See, the frame feeder doesn't go down the full depth of the hive, so when they got below the point where they were affixed, you know, where they're blocked by the edge of the frame feeder, then they felt the freedom to make another layer of comb here. So there's a lot that I can't see here. I see capped honey, but no nectar in the frame on that side. You'll be able to see better if you get on the other side of me. Okay, this is good. Lots and lots of pollen through here. I'd say if there's a weakness in food here, they may be shy of the honey that they need. I may have to get them, we won't decide until we've seen all the frames, but might need to get them on sugar syrup sooner than the other hives. Of course, their area is going to be bursting at the seams with wildflowers soon, so. But still, I may need to make that transition soon. All right, they don't like what I've done. It's funny how much you can hear an increase in the intensity of their buzzing.
Yeah.
It's probably mostly them not liking being exposed to the cool air and the wind. All right, this next frame though, I can see already has good news in terms of brood. That's the other side. That's the other reason for their annoyance is they exposed their brood nest there.
Yep. Wow.
So, good solid pattern of brood. I do see some signs of some uncapping hygienic behavior. There's our queen. She's been busy. Got one on my hand. Please just be curious. Alright. She flew away. That's good. Alright. Now, queen is on this side. It should be down there. I don't need to find her again, but just want to be cautious with this frame. Now I'm looking at the bottom. This frame has had some wax moths, so I always like to take a look in this detritus at the bottom of the box for any signs of the tunnels that wax moth larvae will leave, and I don't see any active signs of that, so I think we're okay. You're getting more at ease with them, aren't you?
Mm-hmm.
Okay, frame 4. Another nice brood pattern.
Yeah.
And another nice brood pattern. In this hive, though, so far I've not seen any sign of drones, which doesn't surprise me because they're smaller and less well equipped, well supplied than the garden hive. So they're waiting a little bit longer to start to gear up for that. Alright, this is frame 3. I really don't like me scraping those frames. Fortunately, they seem to be more annoyed at my hive tool than at my hand. All right. Frame 3. That has a better feel to it. Oh, squished one. All right, we've got pollen, we've got honey, we've got nectar, and this one may be recently stored from what they're finding in the fields. Over here, nectar and honey. I don't see pollen there. focus right down there on the entrance. You can see all those bees coming through
Oh,
the
yeah.
field of pollen. You can also see how they use propolis to seal down the entrance to be just the size they want it to be.
Yeah.
They can control the amount of cold air that comes in the winter and the space for bees from other colonies to attack so they can defend it better. So here we have honey and nectar. This again was 3 separate combs from a cutout originally. They've got old capped honey on that side and newer capped honey on this side and more empty space on this side. All right. Lots of bees carrying pollen here.
Boy, and down there they're moving in a weird way.
Got honey. Looks like they're wanting to start. Oh, they're consuming. See, several of them are head down.
Yeah.
They're carrying a load of pollen. They're head down in the cells. So they're coming back. They're feeding from this frame. Once they have restored their energy, then they'll take those pollen loads and carry them on to where they're going to store them. On this side we have more honey and some nectar.
Ooh, pollen everywhere there.
Pollen everywhere.
Man.
But you'll notice that it's pollen on the bees' legs,
Right.
and they're stopping for refreshments before they store their load. Okay, so let's do this. I'm gonna put this back against the wall where they're used to having it. And then we'll have this one next to that. So what was this one was, oh, this was 1.
Yeah.
This one was 2, it's now 3. I just inserted a blank frame as 2. What was frame 3 will be 4. Let's see, what was frame 4 is now 5. Brood nest is 4 or 5 and 6. This was frame 5, now is 6. All right, and then the other empty frame is going to be 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6 will be frame 7. And what was frame 6 becomes 8. Put the feeder back where they're accustomed to it. spider board back in. Look at them all lined up on the...
Oh wow, yeah.
All right, that should be all we need for this one. Now we've got a little bit of honey that we accidentally uncapped. I will put that up here where they can reclaim it. And these bees will find their way. Oh, I actually don't have the sticks far enough out to support this. So I like to elevate that just enough over the floor so the bees can crawl through and get in there. And if I had thought about doing it when I was at home, I could have put a couple of screws in the edge of the plywood just to elevate it at the height that I want.
Yeah.
But since I didn't remember that, what I do is I'll run these sticks in here underneath, and then it sits up on the sticks. And then it largely blocks their access, but not completely. So now these bees can go underneath to get back in the main body of the hive.
Yeah.
And that should do it. I'm
All
going to
right.
retire the pillow.